What if the key to unlocking a six-figure fortune is already sitting in your pocket change? Imagine this. You're digging through an old jar of coins tucked away in a drawer, dusty, forgotten, and then you spot something shiny, a 1986 quarter with a small P mark just above the date. Ordinary? Not even close. This single coin could be worth up to $86,000. That's right. One tiny piece of metal once used to buy a stick of gum, now powerful enough to buy you a brand new luxury car or even a down payment on your dream home. Still think coins are just spare change? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes you're going to discover how this seemingly common quarter is changing lives. And if you're holding on to one, your life might be next. Let's rewind to 1986. Ronald Reagan was president. The Space Shuttle Challenger had just launched. And deep in the heart of Philadelphia, the U.S. Mint was striking millions of quarter-dollar coins bearing the iconic P Mint mark. To most people, they were just another coin. But a few of those 1986 quarters were different. Some had rare die varieties. Others showed minting errors so distinct, they became legendary among collectors. And a select few were preserved in such flawless condition that even professional graders couldn't believe their eyes. What sets these quarters apart isn't just the year or the mint mark. It's the condition, the rarity, the small imperfections that turn ordinary into extraordinary. We're talking about coins with double dies, off-center strikes, and even dramatic planchet errors. Combine that with nearly perfect condition, and suddenly your coin becomes a treasure. You might be asking yourself, why haven't I heard about this before? Because most people toss these coins into change jars without ever giving them a second look. The truth is, the coin that could change your financial future might already be sitting in your house, hiding in plain sight. Here's where it gets real. Point 1. Verified 1986 P quarter. In mint state condition with a rare error, recently sold for a staggering $86,000. Let that sink in. A single quarter, 25 cents. Sold for more than most people make in a year. Now imagine the feeling of realizing you've had one of these coins all along. This is not a myth. These are documented sales, authenticated by grading companies like PCGS and NGC. Collectors are out there right now, paying top dollar for high-grade quarters from 1986 with very specific traits. So what makes a quarter like this so valuable? It's a mix of things. First, pristine condition. That means no scratches, no discoloration, and a full, sharp strike. Second, errors. Look for doubling in the lettering or date. Off-center designs. Missing mint marks. Any of these can add thousands to the value. And third, demand. The collector market is hungry. There's a rush right now, driven by inflation, nostalgia, and the rise of alternative investments. People aren't just buying coins for fun. They're buying them as assets. Tangible, rare, valuable. It's like owning a piece of hidden history that just happens to be worth a fortune. Now the question is, what will you do? Will you keep letting these coins slip through your hands? Or will you take action? Search your drawers. Check your old wallets. Go through every quarter you can find. Because the next big discovery might not be in someone else's collection. It might be in yours. Here's your first step. Learn to recognize value. Invest in a simple magnifying glass or a coin microscope. Study the small details. Look for the P Mint mark. Research die errors and compare what you find. When in doubt, consult a reputable grading service. And don't wait, because every day, more of these coins disappear into circulation. More people catch on. And the fewer coins there are, the higher their value climbs. If the story lit even the smallest spark in your mind, imagine what's possible when you take it seriously. You're not just collecting coins. You're unlocking history. You're seizing opportunity. You're stepping into a world where knowledge turns metal into money. And here's the twist. Most people will click away. They'll forget what they just learned. But a few will act. And those few will be the ones who turn pocket change into power, into freedom, into wealth. Will that be you? Before you go, hit that subscribe button. This channel is your guide to rare coins, hidden gems, and the wealth-building secrets most people never hear about. Don't miss the next coin that could be worth $1 million, because sometimes the smallest things make the biggest difference. And the 1986 P quarter might just be your golden ticket. End of script. Ready to turn it into video with CapCut script to video feature. Let me know if you want matching visuals or voiceover suggestions. What if I told you that a single quarter from 1987 could be worth more than a brand new luxury SUV today? Imagine digging through your change jar and pulling out a coin. Not just any coin, but a 1987 D Mint Mark Washington quarter. One that could fetch up to $87,000 in today's collector's market. Sounds unbelievable, right? And yet, it's real. These rare gems are sitting in drawers, jars, glove compartments, and coin rolls across America. Most people have no idea they're holding on to something potentially life-changing. Here's the catch. You have to know what to look for, and that's exactly what I'm about to show you. Stay with me, because the difference between an ordinary coin and an extraordinary payday might be one overlooked detail away. Let's rewind to 1987. Ronald Reagan was president. Gas was under $1, and millions of Washington quarters rolled out of the Denver Mint with a simple D pressed on their front side. At first glance, the 1987 D quarter looks like every other pocket change regular. But within those mass-minted pieces, a select few stand out because of rare errors, minting irregularities, or pristine condition that survived untouched for decades. These are the coins collectors crave. These are the coins that spark bidding wars. And these are the coins that could change your financial story. Here's the secret. It's not always about age. It's about rarity, condition, and mistakes. Quarters with die cracks, double dies, off-center strikes, or untouched mint luster are the ones that skyrocket in value. Some of these flaws happen in less than a second during production, but they can mean thousands of dollars today. Now, think about this. How many 1987 quarters have passed through your hands without a second thought? What if one of them was the jackpot? Here's a wild fact. One nearly flawless 1987 D quarter sold at auction for over $87,000. That's right, a quarter. 25 cents. How many quarters have you tossed into vending machines, not knowing one of them might be your ticket to financial freedom? So how do you spot a valuable 1987 D quarter? First, check the mint mark. Look just to the right of Washington's ponytail. A small letter D means it was minted in Denver. Next, examine the coin's condition. Is it clean, sharp, and shiny? Coins with no wear, also known as MS or mint state coins, are what collectors prize most, especially those graded MS67 or higher. But here's where it gets interesting. Some 1987 D quarters have minting anomalies. Look for doubling on the letters or numbers. Check the edge. Is it off-center or misshaped? Even a tiny crack or mark in the right place could push the value sky high. And don't forget about the material. Though these quarters are mostly copper and nickel, certain errors result in different metal appearances. And those, my friend, are worth their weight in gold. Literally. Still think this is just pocket change? Coming up next, I'll reveal the rarest type of 1987 D quarter known, and how one man discovered it while rolling coins with his kids on a Saturday afternoon. Don't blink. It might just change the way you see every coin in your home. Here's the story. A man in Colorado sat down with his kids to teach them about money. They opened a roll of quarters from the bank and spotted something unusual. A strange mark across Washington's neck and slightly doubled numbers on the date. Curious, he sent it off for grading. Weeks later, he got the call. His 1987 D quarter was graded MS67 with a rare die variety. Within months, it sold at auction for over $75,000. What started as a family moment turned into an incredible financial windfall. This isn't luck. It's knowledge, awareness, and action. These coins are out there. They're real. And they're waiting to be found. So ask yourself, what's in your drawer? Your old change box? Your childhood piggy bank? The next time you see a 1987 D quarter, don't overlook it. You might be holding a 5-figure payday in the palm of your hand. Now you know the truth. Quarters aren't just change. They're potential treasure. The 1987 D Washington quarter is proof that wealth is sometimes hidden in the ordinary. And the people who take the time to learn, to look, to understand, they're the ones who rise above average. So if you're serious about turning old coins into real money, if you dream of a life where hidden wealth funds your freedom, then this is your moment. Start digging. Start learning. Start checking those coins. And if you found this video valuable, imagine what you'll discover next. Subscribe now and join the thousands of others learning how to turn pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters into fortune. This is more than a coin. This is your opportunity. Don't miss it. Imagine finding a simple coin in your kitchen drawer and discovering it's worth more than your car. You flip it over and there it is, the 1990 quarter with the small D mint mark. Not just a coin, a ticket to up to $90,000. Sound unbelievable? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this ordinary-looking quarter potentially life-changing. But time is running out. Rare coins like this are vanishing from circulation every day. So grab a cup of coffee. Take out that old coin jar. This could be the moment your life changes. The story behind the coin. Let's go back to 1990. George H.W. Bush was president. The Berlin Wall had just fallen, and millions of quarters were rolling out of the Denver Mint. Among them, a few rare pieces slipped through with tiny flaws, unusual metal compositions, or misalignments that made them incredibly valuable to collectors. One of those hidden treasures. The 1990 D quarter. Now here's the kicker. Most people wouldn't look twice at this coin. It looks just like every other quarter you've seen. But under the right conditions, the right strike, the right mint error, and pristine preservation, this coin has fetched up to $90,000 in private sales and auctions. Why? Because collectors are driven by rarity, obsession, and the thrill of owning what almost no one else has. Let that sink in. You could be holding a microfortune without even knowing it. What makes it so valuable? Let's break it down. What should you look for in the 1990 D quarter? 3 key factors. Point 1. Mint errors. Some of these quarters were struck off-center. Others display double dies, missing elements, or even clipped planchets. Collectors will pay thousands for the right mistake. Point 2. Condition. A 1990 D quarter in near-perfect condition, what experts call MS67 or higher, is extremely rare. And when rarity meets perfection, prices skyrocket. Point 3. lustrous finish, a natural shine, untouched by circulation, makes a coin stand out like a diamond in the rough. Now here's a pattern interrupt. You know what's funny? People spend their whole lives chasing wealth, while millions of dollars in rare coins sit ignored in jars, glove compartments, and sock drawers. When was the last time you actually looked at your change? Empowerment and conclusion right now. There's a growing wave of collectors hunting down rare US coins, and every day, the market gets hotter. Imagine selling one coin, just one, and using that windfall to erase debt, invest, or finally take that dream vacation. This isn't just about coins. It's about financial freedom. But here's the truth. Not every 1990D quarter is valuable. That's why knowing the signs, getting expert appraisals, and acting fast is absolutely essential. So here's what you do next. Dig through your old coin collections. Ask your family. Look in places you haven't touched in years. You might be just one coin away from a life-altering discovery. Still watching? Good. Because in the next episode, we'll reveal another rare coin quietly breaking records at auctions. One that could be sitting in your wallet right now. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Your future could be hiding in your pocket, and it's time to cash in. Thanks for watching. Check the description for tools that help identify and value rare coins. And remember, wealth doesn't always come in the form of a paycheck. Sometimes, it's a 25-cent piece with a story worth $90,000. Your treasure is waiting. What if the spare change in your drawer was secretly worth more than your car? What if one forgotten quarter could be your ticket to financial freedom? You are about to discover the unbelievable truth behind one of the most overlooked coins in America, a 1994 quarter, with a simple P mint mark that's turning ordinary people into unexpected millionaires. This is not a gimmick. This is a real opportunity, and time is not on your side. So before you spend that next quarter at the gas station, you need to know exactly what to look for, because today we are unlocking the secret of the 1994 P Washington quarter, a coin whose value has skyrocketed up to $94,000. Yes, $94,000 from a coin you may already own. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to learn could change everything. The 1994 P quarter may seem like just another piece of pocket change, but this coin holds more secrets than you think. Let's start with the basics. The P stands for Philadelphia, where millions of these coins were minted, but not all 1994 quarters were created equal. Hidden among the millions are rare misprints, off-center strikes, double dies, and yes, error coins so scarce that collectors are paying tens of thousands to own them. It all begins with history. In 1994, the U.S. Mint was producing quarters under intense pressure. New technology, aging equipment, and changing production schedules all collided to create one of the most error-prone batches of coins that decade. The result, a perfect storm for rare varieties. But here's where things get interesting. Some of these flawed coins were never meant to circulate, yet somehow they slipped through, and today they are hiding in plain sight. Right now, you could be holding one without even knowing it. Have you checked your coin jar lately? So what makes the rare 1994 P quarter worth up to $94,000? Let's break it down first. The double die obverse. This error causes Washington's profile and the inscriptions to appear slightly doubled. It's subtle but clear under magnification. Collectors love this error for its clarity and rarity. Second, the off-center strike. Some coins were printed with a noticeable shift from center. If the design is around 50% off but still shows a full date, that's the jackpot. Then there's the broad strike, where the coin was minted without its collar, resulting in a larger, flatter coin with blurred edges. These variations are worth thousands, but the rarest of Alice, the full strike with a flawless double die in a mint condition grade. Recently, a 1994 P quarter in near perfect condition with these rare errors sold for just over $94,000 at auction. Let that sink. Ina coin that cost 25 cents sold for the price of a luxury vehicle. Still think your old coins are worthless? Now that you know what to look for, here's the question: what will you do about it? Are you going to walk away from a potential fortune, or are you going to open that old drawer, dig into those forgotten rolls, and inspect every 1994 P quarter in your home? Because here's the truth: most people will hear this and do nothing. They will let doubt and delay keep them from wealth, but not you. Are here because you believe in possibilities, because you understand that opportunity often comes dressed in the ordinary. That is how fortunes are made. So take action. Grab a magnifying glass. Look for the signs, the doubling, the misalignments, the errors. Check for luster and condition. If the coin shines like it just left the mint, you may be looking at an MS65 or higher. That's where the serious money begins. Still unsure what you have? Visit a local coin dealer, attend a coin show, or send it in for professional grading. Remember, knowledge is your currency, and this coin could be your breakthrough. Before you leave, ask yourself this: how many rare quarters have passed through your hands unnoticed? How many small fortunes have you spent without knowing it? The 1994 P quarter is more than just change. It's a chance, a doorway to a different life. So do not let this moment slip away. Subscribe to this channel for more hidden coin secrets. Comment below if you have a 1994 P quarter, and share this with someone who might have one tucked away, because the next great coin discovery might not come from a museum. It might come from your pocket. Stay curious, stay bold, and keep looking. Your wealthy life might just start with a quarter. Imagine holding $96,000 in the palm of your hand without even knowing it. Not a lottery ticket, not a rare gemstone, just a simple quarter. That's right, a 1996 Denver Mint quarter that could be hiding in your change jar, desk drawer, or an old coin purse. Now ask yourself this: what if you've already spent one and never knew its true worth? What if the key to financial freedom wasn't a side hustle or a stock portfolio? What if it was a forgotten coin that could unlock a whole new lifestyle? Too many people let rare coins slip through their fingers because they don't know what to look for. Today, we're diving into the story of one of the most surprising coins in modern American history, a story of value hiding in plain sight, a coin that could quietly turn your life around. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot it, how to sell it, and why time is running out. Let's rewind to the year 1996. The internet was just catching fire. Gas was $1 a gallon, and quarters were everywhere. The Denver Mint struck millions that year. Most were ordinary, but a tiny few came out different. And it's those few that now fetch up to $96,000 on the collector's market. So what makes this coin so special? It's not just age. It's not just the mint mark. It's the mistakes, the anomalies, the stories pressed into metal by accident. Collectors call them errors, but the market calls them treasure. You see, some 1996 D quarters feature double dies. Some show off-center strikes, others have unusual planchet defects, and one or two might even show what experts believe to be transitional elements from earlier or test strikes. Think of it like finding a misprinted dollar bill. It's still money, but to the right buyer, it's art, it's history, it's gold. And here's where it gets even more exciting. Most of these valuable quarters look normal to the untrained eye. You could have one right now and never even know, but once you do know what to look for, once your eye is trained, you're in a whole new game. Now, let's talk numbers. In 2024, a verified 1996 D quarter with the right error sold for $96,000 at auction. Why? Because demand is soaring and high-quality specimens are getting harder to find. Collectors are watching, dealers are paying, and the window of opportunity is shrinking. So what are the exact signs? Look for doubling on the obverse, especially around the word liberty or the date. Inspect for unusual edges, cracks, or a weak strike. Pay attention to the mint mark itself. A poorly punched D can dramatically increase the value and never, ever clean the coin. That drops its worth instantly. Natural wear is respected. Shine that was scrubbed in a kitchen sink is not now. Here's a twist. One woman in Oklahoma sold hers for $43,000 after finding it in her late husband's drawer. She thought it was junk, but an appraiser knew better. How many drawers are hiding silent fortunes right now? How many coin jars hold life-changing wealth beneath the dust? You might be wondering, is this just luck? Is this only for coin experts? The truth is, every wealthy collector started as a curious beginner, and today, information is your edge. What used to take decades of experience now takes minutes with the right knowledge, but you must act. The market is heating up. Auction houses are filling their fall catalogs, and once a specific error type gets known, its value often spikes, then disappears into private collections. That's the cycle, and it's happening right now. So here's your next step. Go check your change, open those drawers, pull out those dusty boxes from the garage, and look for 1996 quarters with a D mint mark. If you find something unique, get it professionally graded. Reach out to a numismatist or coin appraiser, and do not rush to sell. Knowledge is power, and power leads to profit. This is your moment. The difference between pocket change and prosperity is awareness. You're no longer in the dark. Before you go, remember, this wealth doesn't always come from hustle. Sometimes it comes from heritage, from history, from a 25-cent piece that defied the odds. And if this video just opened your eyes to the world of valuable coins, hit that subscribe button, because we're just getting started. More stories, more secrets, more chances to turn coins into cash. This isn't just about collecting. This is about reclaiming value, one quarter at a time. What if I told you that a single coin sitting quietly in your junk drawer could be worth as much as a luxury car? That a simple 1998 quarter with a tiny P mint mark could be hiding a value of up to $98,000? Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's real, and it's happening right now across the United States. Every day, ordinary Americans are uncovering rare coins in their old collections and pocket change. They're returning these forgotten treasures into massive payouts, and in some cases, into a brand new lifestyle. You don't need a safe full of gold. You just need to know what to look for. And today, we're going to unlock the secrets of the 1998 P mint quarter. Before you toss that change aside again, before another rare opportunity slips through your fingers, watch this video until the end, because what you're about to discover might just change your financial future. Let's travel back to 1998. The world was gearing up for a new millennium, but at the Philadelphia Mint, something extraordinary was happening under the radar. That year, millions of Washington quarters were produced. Most of them were ordinary, mass-produced, and worth only 25 cents today. But a select few, a tiny fraction, were struck with rare minting errors or came from exceptional die varieties. These coins became anomaly, silent witnesses to a moment in minting history, and today, collectors are paying tens of thousands to own one. The 1998 P mint mark stands for Philadelphia, but what makes it valuable isn't just where it came from, it's how it was made and what went wrong during production. From double die errors to off-center strikes, from weak rim details to dramatic die clashes, these flaws became features, and those features became fortunes. Now, here's the kicker: most of these valuable coins were never officially documented, which means they're still out there hiding in plain sight in coin jars and desk drawers, and yes, even in your purse or wallet right now. So what exactly should you be looking for in a 1998 P quarter? Start with the edges. Is the coin perfectly round, or is it slightly off-center? That minor shift could mean a major payday. Next, examine the date and lettering. Does anything look duplicated or slightly blurry? That could be a double die error, and those are among the most sought-after mistakes in the coin world. Check the color. Some of these quarters have an unusual shine or deep luster caused by a rare planchet. They might look slightly golden or extra reflective, and that's a very good sign. Use a magnifying glass. Look closely at George Washington's profile. Do you see any cracks, chips, or ghost images? These are minting anomalies that collectors go crazy for. And if you're wondering whether your coin is one of these treasures, remember this: one such 1998 P quarter was sold in a private auction for nearly $98,000. because of one tiny die break, invisible to the naked eye but priceless to the right buyer. Now let's reset your attention for a moment. Ask yourself, why are you holding on to coins you haven't checked in years? What if one of them is the key to your next big breakthrough? So what should you do next? First, spend your quarters without a second glance. Start sorting through your change and coin collections, especially anything from the late 90s. Second, get a simple magnifier or loop. Even a phone camera with zoom will work. Take a few minutes each day and examine those 1998 coins. You never know when a routine moment will become a life-changing discovery. Third, if you think you've found something unusual, take it to a local coin dealer or submit it to a professional grading service. A certified coin with a rare error can skyrocket in value, but here's the truth: time is not on your side. Every year more rare coins are being found, which means fewer remain in circulation and fewer chances to strike gold from silver. The window is closing, the value is rising, and the next big sale could have your name on it. Imagine turning 25 cents into a down payment on a new house. Imagine the joy of unlocking generational wealth from a forgotten coin box. Sounds far-fetched until it happens to you. So here's your mission: check your change, revisit your old coin jars, educate yourself on the signs of rare errors. And if you're serious about building wealth from what others ignore, subscribe to this channel, because every week we revealing the most overlooked coins that are now worth thousands to collectors. Let this be another missed opportunity. Let this be the moment you stepped into a new chapter, one coin at a time, because your 1998 P quarter might just be your hidden fortune. Keep watching, keep learning, and keep believing, because the next great discovery could be in your hands right now.